first off, obviously, last year wasn't the way you wanted to end the year, but you went to management, got a little help, and this year it seemed like you came back healthier, focused, and ready to go. Did you feel that way from the get-go that this was an improved Emile Poirier both on and off the ice to start the season?
Sure, I think I came in ready to play, and mine all good. Came in already in good shape, and I think when the season went on a good note. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that I'll remember most is the way you ended the season. I mean, you set a career best in terms of a long point streak, and it came after a healthy scratch where you were sitting for a couple games and watching from the press box. And sometimes maybe that's what a player needs to reset, but it wasn't just a reset. It almost looked like vintage Emile Poirier that we saw both with Adirondack Flames and in Gatineau. Did you feel like that was some of the best hockey you've played in your career to end the season?
Yeah, I think I know I'm capable to do it. I came and I was ready to play, and I think if I can bring that all the time, I'll be all right. But for sure, I think I was playing good. Unfortunately, we didn't make playoff. That was a big thing for me. I wanted to make them for sure. But yeah, I think I end up in a good note, and I'm ready to go in summer and come back and play the same way.
Though, this wouldn't have been a playoff, even, chasing the playoffs in the last game of the season unless you, Mike, and Ryan really elevated your games. And I think that when you talk to the coaching staff, they want to see guys that elevate their play when it matters most. And no question, you were the leader in terms of elevating your play when it mattered most. Is that something to be really proud of, the way that you finished the season and the way that the coaches asked more from you and you were able to not only deliver, but maybe even exceed expectations?
No, I think it's a thing like you said. I'm proud of. I think came up big at the end of the season. I think with playing with Mike and Ryan, they're two great players. I think we find chemistry out there, and we show it. I think we came every game ready to play, and that was our goal in mind, making playoffs. So it's kind of a bummer we didn't make it for sure. But I think we're proud of our last bit here. Yeah.
Your group was resilient throughout the entire season. It was one of those where you got injuries and call-ups that kind of hit all at the same time, and it's tough. It's the American Hockey League. You know to expect that, but through it all, it seemed like you guys always had that kind of effort, game in and game out, and obviously you fall just a game short, but when you look at the season as a whole from a team perspective, is it something to be proud of that you guys kind of left it all on the ice?
Yeah, I think every game we came ready to play. I think our group was. We were a little relentless. We were good, and it just came out to that game at the end. And I think when we go back to December and stuff, you can say, "Oh, okay, we could have." But I think every game we came into play, and it was a good group of guys, and I'm gonna miss them for sure.
We obviously have an important offseason for you as you approach another big year. So for the summer, what's the message for you in terms of what you need to work on, what you need to improve? As obviously you want to make it to the National Hockey League, as everyone does. So what's got to be your next step to take you to the next level?
I think I'm gonna train and be in a good shape. That's for sure. But I think mostly keeping that confidence I was playing with, and just keep building on that, and came ready to play and ready to play up there. That's my objective. It's not to play here, but it's to play up there. So come ready to play up there. Yeah.
I think one of my favorite things about your game is when you play with a bit of an edge and a little bit of nastiness. And it seemed like at certain times of the year that nastiness kind of fades, but really at the end of the year it was noticeable where you were, getting in faces of guys. You were being a bit of a nuisance. You were causing problems on the ice with your speed. Do you feel that same way, that when you're playing some of your best hockey, you're a guy that the opponents just absolutely hate to see on the ice?
Yeah, no, I feel that's part of my game, and I want to bring it. All the time, and I think it shows on the ice when I bring it, and I think it shows in the good way for the team. And no, I want to bring it all the time for sure.
Missing so much time last year, obviously the conditioning at the beginning of the year was maybe part of the reasons for in terms of inconsistency offensively. But I think when you look at midway through the season all the way through the end, you were able to bring that Emile Poirier speed. I think game in and game out. That you still view your speed as one of your biggest or your best attribute as you kind of approach next year.
Oh yeah, I think it is. I think a lot of people know my speed is my asset, and I gotta use it all the time. I mean, if I use it, that's where I'm at my best, and so I gotta focus on that and know how I can manage my game on turning the speed into an asset of my game. So if I can be always speed like that and relentless, and I think that's my game, and I just got to play it all the time.
I know it was a long season for everyone. Yeah, you wish you were still playing, but you will get a little bit of an opportunity now to kind of take a breath away from the game of hockey and kind of retreat and recuperate as well. So do you have any off-season plans that you're looking forward to this year?
I think I'm just gonna go back home, see the family. I didn't went back all year, so I'm just happy to go back and see all the family and friends and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna enjoy that that's my plan right now. So yeah.